I want them to play behind me. That's cool?
Yeah.
Awesome, right? Okay, give me something. Give me something sad. Okay. That's the only other way I can explain sad shit. It was not his intention to become this. Age 27, height 5 foot 10 inches, weight 140 pounds, soaking wet. On this day, he has $2 in his pocket, just enough for 3 loose cigarettes, Little Debbie Swiss rolls, and a CNC soda. His meal for the day. Everything he owns fits in his Timberland knapsack, most of it stolen as he wanders through the streets singing aimless but full of purpose. A shell of his former self, life was not supposed to be like this. When he was 9, his mama told him that he could be whatever he wanted, so he would be a Mouseketeer and live his days at Disney World. But fantasy's reality glowed ever so slightly at the thought of inconsistent pipe dreams. No longer able to interpret 9-inch chronicles, he begins to self-medicate his pain. Just to escape his own reality of being too fat, too smart, not smart enough, not good enough, but just to be a part of something. But that true something never comes. So he finds himself believing his own hype and walking on the dark side of danger, as if danger has a bright side. Kicking the cans of discontent and playing tag with malfeasance, he has become his own worst enemy. Not even realizing that he would never allow someone else to do to him what he's already done to himself. Destruction coming in small doses of powdered cocoa leaves and baking soda, mixed with small amounts of water. Destiny lives and dies at the end of his next hit. On a daily basis, he plays for death, but too much of a coward to take his own life, so he walks through life as a ghost, an empty spirit filled with guilt and shame, where grace and mercy waving him constantly for speeding cars, chiming down the road to perdition. No longer living but merely existing, he insists that God takes the blame for his pain. See, the same mama that raised him, the same mama that praised him, now gives him a blanket to sleep outside because she can't trust him in her own home, but life was not supposed to be like this. Fanny echoes the reverb through his eardrums of a little girl missing her father. Beating down on him like the noonday summer sun, he hears her. If you see my daddy, tell him to call his children. But for right now, baby girl, your cries might go unanswered because daddy's out there fighting demons. And even though he may win the battle, the war will rage him through eternity. A war filled with regrets of a life littered with too much concrete and not enough roses. A park benches and green grass which serve only as a mattress to rest his troubled head. So the next time you see a homeless man, know that this was not his intention. His intention was to become something great, and along the way he got sidetracked. But when the track straightens out and grace and mercy pick him up from the side of the road, it's then, and only then, can he be a Mouseketeer and live his days at Disney World. But for now, he's content, standing on the stage, on his soapbox.